If your cat sleeps next to you and steps on you at night, they're trying to tell you this. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and found your cat standing still on your chest, staring straight into your face? No meowing, no scratching, no immediate demand for food, just standing there, silently, as if checking something you completely don't understand. Then it steps across your stomach, stops near your face, spins around on the blanket a few times, and finally curls up right next to you. Most people think it's just a strange habit. Some even get annoyed, push the cat back down into bed, and go back to sleep. They have all day to follow you, rub against your legs, or lie anywhere in the house. So why do they usually choose the darkest moment, when the house is quietest and you're almost completely motionless? When cats sleep next to you and step on you at night, they may be checking in, seeking security, demanding a need, or showing a level of trust you may not have realized. And the final reason might completely change how you react the next time those little paws wake you in the middle of the night. The first reason, the cat is checking to see if you're still there. But nighttime is different. You stop talking, you stop moving, the room goes dark. For hours on end, the person who is always making sounds and moving suddenly lies completely still. For cats, that silence can make them want to get closer to confirm that everything is okay. That's why some cats step on your chest, get close to your face, or put their paws on your shoulders. In those positions, they can feel your breath, warmth, and the slightest movements of your body. They don't necessarily think you're in danger. That action is just like a brief check. So, the next time your cat is on your chest at 3 in the morning, its message might simply be, "My person is still here." The second reason, your bed smells of safety. Your pillows, blankets, clothes, and even your skin all carry a familiar scent. For cats, that scent is associated with food, home, protection, and the rhythm of life they're used to every day. That's why some cats lie on your shirt when you're not home. They don't choose the shirt because it's the prettiest. They choose it because it smells like you, making them feel safe. When a cat walks over you, rubs its face against your hand, or rubs its paws on your blanket, it also leaves behind its own scent. That makes the space feel more familiar. It doesn't think in words like a human, but the message is more like, "You are part of my safe place." Reason number 3. You are the best source of warmth in the room. As night falls, the temperature inside the house drops, the sunlight disappears, the floor gets colder, and your body becomes one of the warmest surfaces a cat can find. They step over your legs, stop on your belly, move up to your chest, circle around, and then curl up. From the outside, this behavior seems strange. In reality, the cat is likely looking for the warmest, softest, and most stable spot. The chest and belly usually retain heat better than the arms or legs. Your breathing creates a slow, steady movement. The blanket keeps the warmth around your body. For a cat, this is almost the perfect heated bed. What's special is that many cats seek warmth accompanied by your scent, your breathing, and the familiar feeling of lying next to you. They choose a source of warmth that makes them feel protected. Reason number 4. The cat is deliberately trying to wake you up. Sometimes cats climb on you because breakfast is approaching. Cats remember schedules very well. If you usually feed them at the same time every day, they will recognize the warning signals, the light from the window, the sound of morning cars, your movements, or the familiar rhythm of the house. When they think you've slept too long, the wake-up campaign begins. Next, they move closer to your face, purr in your ear, gently touch your cheek, or sit in the right position to prevent you from sleeping comfortably. It's important that cats learn from your reactions. If every time they climb on you, you immediately wake up and pour food into the bowl, they will understand that the behavior is effective. To reduce being woken up, give your cat exercise before bedtime, maintain consistent feeding times, and avoid immediately rewarding unwanted behavior. Automatic feeders can also be helpful if the main reason is morning hunger. The 5th reason, cats are seeking comfort. Cats can be independent, but that doesn't mean they don't need emotional security. A change in the home can affect them. A new pet, strangers, repair noise, a change in work schedule, moving house, or the absence of a familiar person. Nighttime is when things slow down. You don't move around. There's not much noise. Your breathing is steady, and your scent is noticeable on the bedding. For an insecure cat, this can be the easiest time to approach. A cat that doesn't like sitting on your lap during the day may still snuggle up at your feet at night. A cat that's usually confident may still climb onto your chest when the house is quiet. Sometimes they're just saying, "I feel better here." If this behavior appears after a major change, observe if the cat follows you more, hides more often, eats less, or meows unusually. And sometimes, sleeping close to you is the cat's way of acknowledging that it needs reassurance. Reason 6. The paw shoveling action is related to a cat's first safe memory. When very young, kittens use their front paws to rhythmically press against their mother's belly while nursing. This behavior is associated with milk, warmth, protection, and the feeling of being in a completely safe place. You might see them pressing their left paw, then their right, slowly and repeatedly. Their eyes close. A purring sound emerges. Their body becomes soft and relaxed. Many people call this kneading. When a cat climbs onto your stomach or chest and begins kneading with its paws, it's not necessarily remembering its mother in the way humans remember childhood, but its body still retains reflexes once associated with that period of absolute protection. Your warmth, your heartbeat, the up and down movement of its chest, all of this can create a long-lost sense of familiarity. The cat in front of you is grown up. It can feed itself, walk on its own, and protect itself. But in that moment, it allows itself to be vulnerable, and it chooses to be vulnerable when it's on you. It's not just a cute a bit. It's a sign that the cat feels safe enough to lower its guard completely. The final reason, sleeping next to you is a trust-based decision. When sleeping, any animal becomes more vulnerable. Therefore, cats choose their sleeping place very carefully. They look for a warm, familiar place where they can observe or hide. Most importantly, they look for a place that makes them feel safe. If your cat regularly sleeps near your feet, close to your head, next to you, or directly on you, it shows that your presence doesn't make them feel threatened. They believe they can close their eyes when near you. A cat's affection is usually not noisy. It comes through small choices, following you to other rooms, blinking slowly when looking at you, sitting with their back to you, waiting outside the bathroom door, lying on the clothes you've just taken off, or stepping over your friend in the middle of the night and curling up close enough to feel their breath. Trust isn't always demonstrated in one big moment. It's built from hundreds of small, repeated decisions every day, and each night, when your cat chooses to sleep near you, instead of anywhere else in the house, it's making a trust-based decision. Remember the first day your cat entered your life. Maybe it used to hide under the bed. Maybe it wouldn't eat when you stood near. Maybe it jumped every time you reached out. But today, it willingly sleeps next to you. There's one important thing you shouldn't overlook. Most of the co-sleeping, stepping on, and pawing behavior at night is normal. But if the behavior changes suddenly, pay attention. If your cat suddenly becomes restless, meows a lot, eats less, hides frequently, has difficulty jumping, is sensitive to touch, or becomes disoriented at night, don't just assume it's acting strange. You understand your cat's normal habits. If something is noticeably different, contact your veterinarian. Loving isn't just about cuddling your cat when it's cute. Loving is also about recognizing when its behavior is a cry for help. So, ultimately, what is your cat trying to say when it sleeps next to you and steps on you at night? Sometimes it's, "I'm checking to see if you're still here." Sometimes it's, "This place smells safe." Sometimes it's, "You're so warm." Sometimes it's, "I hear something you can't hear." And sometimes it's simply, "Wake up. I'm hungry." But beneath all those messages, there's something that connects them all. In the whole house, they choose your scent. They choose your warmth. They choose your breathing rhythm. They choose the place closest to you to lower their guard and drift off to sleep. So next time those little paws step across the blankets and wake you, pause for 10 seconds before you get angry. Look where the cat chooses to lie down. Listen to the purring. Feel the weight of a tiny creature that has decided you are a safe enough place for it to sleep. You can still gently move the cat. You still need sleep, but do it very gently, because there may come a day when the bed is quieter than you ever wished. A day when you no longer hear paws on the blankets, no longer feel the weight on their paws. No more purring right next to your ear. And then, what once annoyed you might become a memory you'd gladly trade a lot for just one more time. To you, it was just an ordinary night. But for cats, it's another night sleeping next to the person they trust most. If your cat sleeps with you, comment. With me, you're always safe. Then write their name. I want the comments section of this video to become a place to record the names of cats that have been, are, and will always be a part of our families. If you know someone who constantly complains about cats stepping on them at night, send them this video. Maybe after watching it, they won't see it as a nuisance anymore. And if you want to better understand the little signals cats send every day, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because cats may never speak human language, but they never stop communicating. The only question is, do you care enough to listen?